Okay, so the first 6 problems, we're not even going to do all 6 though, are area of a circle, and then we find area of a sector, which is just like part of the circle, and we do this similar to what we did for the arc length. So first part, we're just going to kind of review area of a circle. So area of a circle, the equation, you might already have it memorized just because we've used it quite a bit, but it is on the reference sheet, so if during testing you get nervous or you just have like a brain fart or forget, circle, area of a circle right here, pi r squared. So area of a circle is pi r squared. We're going to solve these both in terms of pi, solve in terms of pi, and then we're also going to use solve for a decimal. And you know what, we're going to use the pi button today. Use the pi button. Which we haven't, normally I just tell you to use 3.14, but we're going to use the pi button just to try it a different way. Because you never know what they're going to ask for. Was that? Yeah. And then, okay, number 1, it says area of a circle with a radius of 5 inches. So area of a circle, pi r squared, area equals pi, radius of 5 squared. So you have to follow order of operations, so 5 squared is 25. And then in terms of pi, this would just be 25 pi inches squared. And then if they asked you to solve it for a decimal, let me just do 25 and then pi button equals this, and then we'll just round it to 1 decimal place, 78.5. Okay, then the next one, area of a circle with a diameter of 16 feet. That means that the radius would be 8. So the radius would be 8 feet. Area equals pi r squared. Area equals pi 8 squared. So area equals 64 pi, if it's in terms of pi, feet squared. And then as a decimal, 64 pi equals 201, let's just say 0.1. Area equals 201.1 feet squared. Okay, the next two, it gives you the area and then it wants you to solve backwards to find radius. So it gives you the area, it wants you to solve backwards to find radius. So area equals pi r squared. They gave us the area of 89. And so we're solving for r. So we first need to divide both sides by pi. So in the calculator, 89 divided by pi is 28.3 equals r squared. And then I'm going to just take the square root of that number, and it comes out to 5.3. Radius equals 5.3. So I took square root of both sides to get this. Okay, I'm going to do that one more time with this. So 380 equals pi r squared. Divide by pi. And then to find the radius, take the square root of both sides, and r equals, it came out to this number, 10.998, which would actually round to 11.00. Okay, and then number 5, we're not going to do number 6, just number 5, it asks for the diameter and it gives you area. So we're going to do the same steps we did here to find radius and then just multiply that by 2 to find diameter. So 12.6 equals pi r squared divided by pi. And then diameter would be double that, so 4.00. Okay, and then 7 through 10, this is the new problem, but very similar to what we did yesterday. The setup's almost the same. We're going to set up a proportion, but this time instead of finding arc length, we're finding area of a sector. So this would be like the sector. So once it's just to find this part right here. So we're going to set up a proportion like part over whole equals part over whole. This part right here is 60 degrees of the circle out of 360, so that's the fraction of the circle that we need. And then we're going to put area of sector over area of the whole circle. So area of sector is going to be our x, and then we need to find area of the circle, so we can plug it in here. So area of the circle is pi r squared. $100 pi, I'm going to put it in here, is 314.2. So then I get 60 over 360 equals x over 314.2. And then using cross multiplication to solve. By the way, we're not going to solve number 9, so you can use that space if you need to. Okay, number 8. We're going to do number 10 as well, so I don't know if you want to draw a line just so you don't use this space. Okay, so for number 8, first of all, we need the degrees of the shaded part. It shows us this over here is 256. To define this shaded part, we're just going to quickly do 360 minus 256 to find the shaded part, which would be 104 degrees. And then we can set up the proportion 104 over 360 degrees equals area of the sector, which is going to be x, over area of the whole circle. And then over here, I'll just find area by r squared. And then cross multiply. Number 10, the last one we're going to do, same process, so just practicing it one more time. The degrees is 75 degrees over 360 equals area of the sector over area of the circle, and then off to the side to find area of the circle. X equals 10.5 feet squared. Okay, and that is all. On the homework, there's a lot of, hold on one second, there's a lot of area of the circle questions. There's also a few where you have to like type in an answer. So for the ones that you have to type in an answer, it tells you how to round, and it also use the pi button. Use pi button on the homework, and then you'll get the right answer. If you have questions, let me know.